Now a first down throw, Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The big story all week, Texans coach Lovie Smith making his return to Chicago. Lovie, of course, the coach of the Bears from 2004 to 2012, and he was at the helm when the Bears won that NFC title in 2006. Wound up 81-63 during his tenure here in the Windy City. Then he would have that pit stop down in Tampa and then come back to the state of Illinois as the head coach of the Fighting Illini in the Big Ten before returning to the National Football League.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Off play action, Fields. Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. For the Bears at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now the first carry for Darrington Evans.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves it with a 2nd and 3. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Straight ahead, it's Evans. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now Fields.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line.
Evans running straight ahead.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Here's Fields. He'll flip this out to Evans. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On play action, Fields. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Again, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here we go. Now the rookie fourth-round pick. This is Dameon Pierce. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now Stroud. Going across the field, he connects with Mechie. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, first and 10 after roughing the passer. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They go right back to Singletary. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 36. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall. No gain there on the play. That's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love?
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Evans. And some spacing, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to it and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone. And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah, absolutely, no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And out across midfield down to the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Singletary here running out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. First and 10, it's Stroud. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Stroud now on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
The plan was clearly to challenge that by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last lap by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to end up incomplete.
Like what I see so far in this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And Fairbairn missed it. He pulled it left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete.
22 yards there, a first down.
Here's Fields.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 47 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit, and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Themselves up from that one.
He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
The second down throw now from Stroud.
And this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
They'll run a draw now with Singletary.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
They'll go play action here with Stroud.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Bears are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
A give up the middle to Evans.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did. Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and when we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
On first down, it's Fields.
Flush to his right.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a two-touchdown game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is scoring more points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this one too low.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On 2nd and 10, Fields.
Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Fields. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Evans running behind center.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Chase Claypool.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. after the touchdown. Here's Santos to kick this one away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back onto his 20.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Singletary again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Stroud. Running right through him. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Play action. Stroud now. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. I'm glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. Stroud now on 1st and 10.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
DeAndre Carter, 29 yards. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Evans has it left side. Room here to run.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields rolling to his right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Fields throwing again. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass pass he should have caught.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. Touchdown! Darrington Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And some room to run now. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the 2nd half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCourty.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
And they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is...
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And a catch right side by Evans. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move was there, but didn't buy him a whole lot. On 2nd down, a run with Evans. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Fields on 1st down. And that one on the money to Claypool downfield. Bulldozes past him. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 50 yards. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the numbers here don't lie. According to the next-gen stats, he topped out at an even 22 miles an hour.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Devon Kennard with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Robert Tonyan,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bears are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10, it's Stroud.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Finally held down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Touchdown, Texans! DeAndre Carter with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 42.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Chase Claypool,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Bears are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things through this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking.